sleep. Money matters Monday, making money while we sleep. Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's still my heart. It's the land that I love. Money matters Monday, making money while we sleep. Money matters Monday, making money while we sleep.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Coopersthaiadventure Money Matters Mondays, where we talk about everything financial. And speaking of financial, what is happening on Wednesday this week, Brooke?
Rate cut.
Rate cut, yes. The rate cuts are coming. The market has it, and the betting odds have it at a 98% chance of a rate cut. When the
How
betting
big?
odds are that high, believe me, there's a rate cut coming. All the top banks, the top financial institutions are all been on Bloomberg and CNBC and everything else saying, yes, they're saying not one, but 3 rate cuts coming this year. So one this month, one next month, and then the final one in December.
They need a half point this month.
And the half point betting odds have gone up.
Good.
And they were at 5 to 10% a month ago.
It's not
As
good.
of today, it's at 30%
Ooh,
chance.
well, maybe
of
by
a
tomorrow it'll
half a
be
percent.
40.
Yes. I think as the days go on before the rate cuts come in on Wednesday, your good buddy and brother-in-law, Mr. Powell.
Stop stealing my lines, okay?
We'll be looking at lowering rates. The question is it going to be a quarter or is it going to be a half?
Better be a half, but hey, I think, yeah, probably a quarter, let's figure. But then if they have a quarter next month and a quarter in December, that's definitely going to help.
Yeah, that'll be 3 basis points. That'll be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the markets had a good Thursday, Friday that I think in anticipation of this rate cut. So there might be a lot of the FOMO priced in already. We'll see. But wasn't that Tesla up nice on Friday? 27 big ones.
It was up very nicely.
How's your Tesla doing? Oh, sorry, you sold it. You must be enjoying
and
those.
I hope you enjoyed the live stream. That's all from me, Cooper.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, Tesla's made a nice run. Hats off to Tesla for that, and the Tesla stock owners. I still believe before the end of the year that MicroStrategy is going to double to triple. I don't see that with Tesla stock. Yes, it's up 20%. It's nice that it's up 20%. But the end of the year, my Tesla prediction was that it wouldn't go over 500, and I'm still sticking to that.
5 would be nice, but I can see that. Yeah.
But my end of year prediction for MicroStrategy is somewhere north of $1,000.
It's like a coiled spring, I think. We need Bitcoin to run, obviously.
Yeah.
And mind you, Bitcoin at 115 is hanging in pretty good. I expect a new all-time high, whether it's this week or next week. But, you know, they're not making any more coins. They got the maximum they can get per day being issued, and the buyers are way more, 3, 4, 5, 10 times someday what's, you know, mined. So sooner or later, you know.
And if we go back to last year, Brooke, when the Fed cut the interest rate before the election, all right, they cut it by 1/4 of a point. Bitcoin went up 30%. They did another rate cut of 1/4 of a point. Bitcoin went up 40%.
Bitcoin will go up with every rate cut. That's
so if there's 1/4% on Wednesday, we'll know on Thursday Thai time because we're 12 hours ahead of them. So we'll know the early hours of Thursday morning. If it follows what it did last year, that could put Bitcoin 150,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the month.
Could see that. Yep.
And if you see a 30% jump, I expect MicroStrategy would jump even more because it's been wound down to the coil, and that spring is waiting to pop.
Yeah, that'd only be $90. I've seen that in 2 days. So
I saw that last year in September. Everybody was screaming at MicroStrategy and Sailor and saying, "What the heck? You know, Bitcoin's on a run. What's happening?" And then all of a sudden, it went from several $100s to well over $1,000 and did a 10-for-1 stock split. And everybody was like, yeah, and they love Michael Saylor. Well, we're at the same time this year. Yeah. Everybody's putting Saylor down. You're selling the ATM. You're killing the shareholders. He knows what's coming. This guy ain't no dummy.
True. He's building the bag, and he with the most Bitcoin wins. But it'll also, so Bitcoin runs, it'll pull micro. You know, it'd be nice to see it up to new all-time highs. 500 would be nice. I could see that. And that'll pull Misty. So a lot of the guys here are into the Misty. Yeah, just, you know, hang on, boys, because that'll pull Misty up pretty nicely.
It will.
Premiums will go up. So the, you know, the distributions should also go up. Now, that might take a month or 2 or 3 to reflect into the, you know, it's a one issuance per month, so it'd take a little time for that to happen, but I could see the distributions jumping dramatically in that.
Yeah, I can as well.
So it's a matter of just hurry up and wait.
And we got a bit of news on Saturday, you and I. We were watching Retired on Dividends, and you were around here, and you're like, Coop, he mentioned you and me. And I was like, what? I clicked the rewind button. We weren't watching it live. We were watching it on the replay.
Yeah.
And he invited both of us to come on his show and do a live stream.
Yeah.
So we'll look at that and see if we can make that happen. That'd be great.
Sounds like
and I would really like to pick his brain of how much profits Yieldback has made that they have to pay out at the end of their financial year, which is the end of October. That's what I want to know. Are we going to be looking at a $2, $3, $4 payout like they got last year? Where are they in their financials? how far up are they year to date so far. I know that he produced a video about where they were up until April, because they had to sort of half year declare where they were, and they were up nicely. So it's a question of where they are now, and his math was exact to the dollar of what Yield Max released publicly. So I'm definitely going to be following that one closely, because a lot of us are into Misty and Ulti and Hui and NVIDIA. We're all waiting patiently to see, are we going to get that big payday in October?
So did you do any buying or selling last week?
I did not. I held on to my Solana
I
bag.
thought you bought some Misty for Darlena.
Oh, I did. I bought some Misty for the wife, but I didn't for me.
No.
Okay. I took the dividend payments, and I wanted my wife to have her own bag, because she's taking care of the kids in the Philippines, and it saves me, taking money, giving it to her, and then she's sending it. I'd rather she just makes her own money and then sends it.
And you bought Misty, did you?
I did. I
Well
bought Misty, and then the plan is on the dividend payment this month is to buy Ulti. I'm going to be dripping between the two for my wife.
Good for you.
Yeah, my bags are big enough. I'm happy with my bags where they are. I don't need to drip any more into them. They're big enough.
I sold some calls on Tesla,
Mm-hmm.
450 and 480 out a month. And I bought 10 more shares of Tesla on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's all I did last week. But my Ulti payment came in, was nice. Ulti's my third biggest holding now.
Okay.
So, yep, that's about all I did.
So let's get the show started. What do you guys think that Powell is going to do on Wednesday? 0.25%, 0.5%, or 0%? Let
More
us know
importantly,
in the
what's it
comments.
going to do to the markets? I think we're going to have a
And
good run.
what is going to happen to the markets? You think it's the same thing going to happen that happened last year? Is Bitcoin going to run another 30% and MicroStrategy 45% like they did last year, 200%, and ended up doing a 10-for-1 stock split? Let us know in the comments your thoughts, and let's keep this show lively.
Trev M. Hey guys, I won't be able to watch live, but we'll be watching tomorrow while drinking my coffee. Coop, you regretting dumping all your
Not
Tesla
you as well.
or MicroStrategy at this point? Question mark. MicroStrategy is very flat, but I'm a long-term bull.
Yeah, me too. And I still say by the end of the year, it's going to go over 1,000. I think if Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do when we have rate cuts, and this isn't just Bitcoin, this is all of crypto, it'll affect, including the altcoins. I can see them pumping as well over the next 3 months, big time. XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Doge, I think they're all going to pump.
I understand why you did that. You're kind of a Bitcoin maximalist, you'd call it.
Yes.
And I can see Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, more importantly, doubling. But I don't think Tesla will double. So I understand the rationale. But, still, maybe it's better to stay a little diversified rather than all your eggs in the one basket. But
and that's when I'm going to flip back. That's when I'm going to flip back into Tesla at the end of the year.
Well, if it doubles, yeah.
Yeah.
The goal is to end up with more Tesla than you sold, and
correct.
Still have your Bitcoin bag micro.
Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of my micro bag. I'll keep the original amount of micro that I had. It's just the extra that I bought by selling my Tesla shares. The plan is to buy back into Tesla at least 50% more shares than what I had when I sold it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
I've been buying.
See if it works out.
Tesla 10 shares at a time.
And Snowbird becomes our newest channel member now with the badge next to his name right there for only $2 a month, helping support the channel. Thank you very much, Snowbird. Much appreciated.
Nice to see you. Maybe he's a Canuck. Blinkster Drums. Mo money, mo money, mo money.
Mo money.
Show me the money.
That's what we
want. Wasn't that out of Jerry Maguire, that line?
I think it was. Show me the money. Yes.
Mo money. Rick Price, Indonesia retirement visa, KITAS, it's called. A retired expat must be at least 60 So they got a pretty hefty age requirement. Hire a local domestic worker. You have to hire a maid, I guess, or maybe a groundskeeper or pool guy, whatever. Demonstrate an income of at least $3,000. That'll be US per month, I imagine, or $36,000 per year. So that's the. I know there was a question on the.
And then he goes on to say, "You're not done, Brooke."
Oh, sorry.
3 comments.
Also, rental agreement. You must have signed rental agreement for a property for at least 1 year. Health insurance. You need to have that's required for the Indonesia health insurance. Yeah. Well, I've never been there, but.
And then he says, "Sticking to Thailand." Your thoughts, Brooke?
Yeah. My thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been to Indonesia, so I think Thailand's great. I know the medical care system here is ideal. Don't know about Malaysia. Infrastructure is pretty good in Malaysia, I understand, but I have probably more in common with the Buddhist religion here than maybe the Muslim religion in Indonesia, so that would be one. The fact it's 60, though, that's pretty high. You know, if any of
that puts me out.
Well, yeah, and countries are going the other way.
Yeah.
You know, they're making it easier for expats, not harder. I mean, what are we? We're 50 now in Thailand. It might even go down from there. So, yeah, I agree with Rick. I think Thailand's the place. But hey, I've never been to Vietnam. People go there too. So, you know.
And speaking of things coming up, next week is our meet and greet on Tuesday. Come one, come all at Fraser's at 6 p.m. on Tapraya Road and in Jomtien. And I was talking with Brooke earlier before the live stream about possibly making it a live stream for our birthday. And I asked Gary, the owner, he said, no problem. He'll turn off the music for the night.
Okay.
So we can make it into a live stream and people can see and meet our subscribers that come.
Instead of the Wednesday morning, we do it Tuesday night.
Do it Tuesday night instead of Wednesday morning. Let us know in the comments whether you think that's a good idea. Should we do it or not do it and just keep Wednesday morning live stream for you?
Don Delonic, Mr. XRP. Good morning from a sunny District Grand Park 2. The crypto market in the next 5 months is going to make us all rich.
Yes.
Richie rich. That'd be nice, Donnie.
The markets and the financial institutions, including BlackRock, Fidelity, and big other companies out there, are saying that they don't think it's going to stop with the 3 rate cuts. They're penciling in another 2 for next year before Jerome Powell steps down. So 5 rate cuts in total in the space of 6 months.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
This is going to be a bull run, I think, like we've never seen before if that happens.
Yeah.
Especially if 1 or 2 of them are half a percentage point rather than a quarter.
We still
watch out.
They still have that big debt overhang. So,
yeah. And the government's got to rebalance the books.
Yeah.
You know, they got to refinance the debt. And it's standing at, what is it now? $37 trillion.
It's going to be 40 before long, but they're going to just have to keep printing money as all these governments are. And that's why we Bitcoin, because that's true, really the only safe investment, in my opinion, that'll outdo the inflation rate of the money supply. So, yeah, it's simply a matter of wait. Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, everyone. Thumbs up. Make Darlene smile. Hit that like button. That does help.
Yes, please. And good morning, Roger. If you're watching on the live stream, it's free. Pound it. Hit the thumbs up. And if you want to join in on the discussion and you want us to read your comment live on air, only one requirement. You hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And we'll really stay online until all the comments are answered. That's our promise to you. So what are you waiting for?
Alfa Romeo, cut those rates, baby. Show me the money. Jerry Maguire, help me help you. Yeah, that's a good luck. Bitcoin's going to rip. We think so. Yep. Alpha goes on to say, hey, Don, the new Apple iPhone will have the XRP symbol on some of the models as per media posts. I wonder if that's fake news, but I don't know. And Don then follows up, the new SEC issued their first ETF, and the winner is XRP. starts this Thursday.
Okay.
And the second ETF issued by them is XRP. It's not too late to buy XRP. Now, Donnie likes XRP.
He loves it. He's an XRP bug.
I think that's his big bag.
Mm.
So we'll see what happens.
Good luck to you on that one, Donnie.
Yeah,
I hope
good luck,
for the best,
Donnie. I hope good luck for everybody.
Yeah.
I just don't see it, but hey. Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, Coop and the gang. Half a point rate cut would be great.
It'd be fantastic.
And how about that Solana ripping?
I know. I am very happy with my Solana position right now. I got in at 162.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that it's sitting at $240 right now. So
for yous out there that don't have Solana or are looking to diversify, SOLZ is the ETF. It's the pure play Solana ETF. So
on the stock exchange.
Yeah, and I've been looking at that, keeping the powder dry. So nice thing with Alti, I get a nice check every week. So you got some money to deploy. But I've been looking at that, and they have pretty hefty premiums on their options on that Solana ETF. So something to look at.
Yeah, and you'll pay taxes, whereas I got my Solana here on a crypto exchange in Thailand, and I pay 0 taxes. Look at that. Loving it, loving it, loving
Look
it.
at the big grin on him.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Scotty Caswell, good evening, everyone watching.
And good evening, Scotty. Thank
Vegas
you for being a
Chris.
channel member.
Greetings, CBD and the gang. Let the gains begin up and to the right. Thinking this week could be the start of something special in our investing world.
And I'm thinking it. I'm really believing it. That rate cut's going to really get this bull run going.
Yeah.
It's been lagging all year. You think about it, since the new U.S. president came into power in January, Bitcoin's sort of been flat. It hasn't really done anything. You know, it's gone up to 124, and then it's back down to 110, but it really hasn't done anything. We need a new all-time high.
Yeah.
To really get everything going, and this rate cut could make it happen.
Shannon Mack, hello, gentlemen and ladies. So I sold my Alti, and purchased TSLW ETF with it. Now I'm nervous with all the volatility in the U.S. Well, Shannon, I tell you, I think Alti's actually on sale. It's a good buy at what it's at. TSLW, I think that's a Tesla play. Whether it pays weekly or monthly, I'm not sure, but you got to keep in mind, guys, with these in TSLW, likely a single stock, you know, you live or die with the stock. And typically on those payouts, whether it's monthly or weekly, the upside is capped. And it's capped because of the strike price they sell the option at. So they can own the underlying, whether it's synthetic or actual shares, and they'll sell the option above the price that they have bought it at, say, or it's trading at. And that's what the gain is. If it goes above that, the Tesla price, unfortunately, you don't benefit from that. You know, so you have to be a little careful thinking that if Tesla doubles, my stock will double. No, it's not going to happen. So you're in there for the payout. Why I like Alti, Shannon, was it's on 30 stocks, where our Misty, my holdings, and now this one, I believe TSLW or Tesla would be another one, are single source stocks that you live or die by this, you know, the stock price. So with the 30s and Alti, you have a little more diversification, a little less chance you're going to get massive ups or downs. And I think on Friday, Alti was up a nickel. So, you know, maybe it's bottomed, let's hope. And I think it will with the markets going up, and hopefully
I think everything will go up accordingly.
And the payout, I mean, geez, we're still getting over 9 cents a week on, I mean, even if you got 8 cents a week on a 52 week, you're, you know, 410, 415 on a 550, 560 stock. Like, hello, 80% return in a year on your money.
Yeah.
Who's going to argue with that? So
Now, I think TSLW is the roundhouse version of the yield max
Okay.
play on Tesla. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments, but I think that's the roundhouse one.
there's Granite Shares. There's Round Hill. I think
Round
it's
Hill,
called.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Yield Max obviously is a big baby, but Ernie Jones, good morning, CBD and gang.
Good morning, Ernie. Thank you for coming on
Ernesto.
and joining us, and thank you for being a channel member with the badge next to your name, and everybody else with the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Richard Woolley, good morning, good evening, folks. Keep the faith.
Always.
Aussie T, happy Monday from Australia.
And happy Monday to you too, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Only 2 more days away. I'm so excited about it. I'm about to wet my pants.
2 days from what?
Powell making the
Oh,
announcement.
Jesus.
I can't wait. I want this bull run to kick off with a bang.
Don't think, the markets are going to rocket that day. It's probably they figured it in. And Friday was up, Thursday was up. Maybe today's up, so Wednesday could be a nothing burger.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, we'll see. Vincent says, hey guys, have a great show.
And thank you, Vincent.
What a sale. Hello to CBD and the gang from Corpus Christi, Texas. Let's make some money.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're here for. Make some money.
What a sale. Hit that like button, make Darlene smile. And
don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't
It's
forget.
free. It doesn't cost a penny. Let's blow this channel up and get it to 20,000. We're not far off of that now. We're just a little over 1,500 away from the big 20,000 that I've been wanting to get for the channel by the end of the year.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Tommy Lee, the Tominator. Good evening, CBD and tubers from 35,000 feet. He's flying.
Wow.
Hope everyone has diamond hands.
He's in
Hang
the air.
on, boys.
Well done, Tommy.
Yeah.
Is he on his way here now?
I don't know. He's no, I think he was heading, was it Malaysia first or Indonesia or and then but he was going to make a stop here after he's done his travels. So probably on business. Black Ops, Big Al. Morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlena.
Good morning, Al. Thank you for coming on and joining us, buddy.
Mikey D, Jerome is about to knock it down 2 points. Wouldn't that be nice? Imagine. Probably a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say, expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah. The thing is, if he does any more, if he does a half, well, let's talk. If he did a 3/4 or 1 even, which very unlikely, but a non-zero chance, markets probably would tank because they say, well, things must be really bad if he's dropping the rates that much. So
he can't do it too much.
No, you hope it doesn't go too far up there. And even at a half, there's a bit of chatter that, Jesus, they were expected a quarter. They did a half. Things must be getting really bad for him to do it that quick. So maybe the quarter is the better play, although we'd like to see a half. But
I would love to see a half because the money will run into gold and Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's where the money will run to.
True. W Secrets to Success says, hello, gents. We need a 1% rate cut to stimulate spending.
It'll get there. Awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
That would send Bitcoin to 200,000.
Yeah, it would be actually good for us because, people would get the hell out of that and into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They'd be printing money left and right. Yeah.
So a quarter, I say that would make Bitcoin run to 150. If it's a half, I could see Bitcoin running to 160, 170. And if it's a full point, it'd be over 200,000.
Well, aren't you the prognosticator?
Hey.
Richard Woolley, Bitcoin 200K by December.
I'm thinking that.
Quite easily.
I'm thinking Bitcoin 200K by end of year minimum. That's my bear case.
There's getting to be some big wallets that they've been following. And it's a nation state. Probably somebody in the Middle East, I'm guessing. You remember Mr. 100 and
Mrs. 200? Yeah, what we got now?
I think they're associated and I think it's somebody in the Middle East, probably a sovereign wealth fund or country that's, geez, I think they're up to over 200,000 coins now. I mean, they're not at BlackRock or MicroStrategy size, but that's pretty healthy.
Oh, yeah.
And once the announcements come out like that, then you'll see a FOMO. Richard Woolley says Misty, $21 by December.
I think it's going to be over that.
Well, if Bitcoin was 200, you'd have micro pulled up, you'd pull Misty up. Yeah, that's not that far off. That's only like a 40% increase. And Bitcoin goes up 60%, 70%, probably a double on micro, and that could see it easily 40 on that. Yeah, I could see that. Don Delonic, Cooper and Brooke need to put an orange mega hat on. Not political, but Trump is going to make them filthy rich. A show of respect for the main man making them millions.
Well, he hasn't fulfilled his promise yet, in my book. And his promise was to make a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
I think they're working out the kinks.
Yeah. Well, where are the kinks? Why hasn't it been worked out? He said that he would have an answer and he wanted the report on his desk by the middle of June. Well, heck, we're in the middle of September almost now. Where's the money? Show me the Bitcoin. That's what
I just hope and I assume they're accumulating as we speak.
Well,
okay, because if they announce it, that's it. The price is going up, and they're going to be buying at a higher price than before the announcement. So why would you?
Aren't they legally required to announce it? If the U.S. buys gold, they have to announce it. If they buy oil, they have to announce it. If they buy rare earth minerals, they have to announce it. Wouldn't they have to announce it?
I don't.
They buy Bitcoin.
The simple answer is I don't know, but I do know.
Are they legally obliged?
It's better business to buy before you announce than after.
I know it's better business.
Sure.
I agree, but I think they're legally obliged. Let me know in the comments.
When did the government ever do anything smart, though? Let's say.
Yeah. I would love to know.
Getting back to Donnie's thing about the hat.
Sure.
I still chuckle about the hat. I thought it was a MAGA hat. It was the bright red with the letters. Then the close-up was Trump was right about everything. That was good.
He hasn't bought the Bitcoin yet.
No, yeah.
So I'm waiting to give the man credit when he actually buys. And saying that, Eric Trump, his son, was on social media earlier last week saying, wait, guys, Bitcoin is about to rip.
Yeah.
Whatever that means, I don't know.
Means they're still building their bags. Richard Woolley, I know wishful thinking.
I think you're pretty close to the ball there, Richard. I think Bitcoin's going to go above 200,000.
It will. It's a question of when, not if.
With the 3 rate cuts, I see that happening. I can see MicroStrategy doing a 10-for-1 stock split. And then I'm on the betting odds that they're going to be accepted into the S&P 500 in December on the 5th or 6th of December, whenever the first Friday is.
It'll all come together.
And because Robinhood made it on their second play.
Right.
So they already got 2 crypto in there, Coinbase and Robinhood. And MicroStrategy's got more assets under management than both of them. So I think it's going to be incredibly hard, especially with the 3 rate cuts, especially if Bitcoin sitting at 200,000, MicroStrategy shares are close to $1,000. I think it's going to be very, very hard for them to say no again.
Can I give you a tip?
Yeah.
I'd be buying some Tesla next week.
maybe I think
shares.
It's made its run. I think
you
it's
get
done.
a nice. When do you get your big Misty check?
October.
No. Next week or the week after this payment. In
September. Yeah. Declaration is next week.
Next week, and so you'd get it on the weekend. So you're only a week away.
Yeah.
Maybe pick up 10 shares with a little extra. Mikey D, Alti is starting to go up. It was. I think all will be well in October. Yeah, that would be nice if we get a nice big payment. Just these past few months that have been a little rough. Well, yeah.
And the tariffs haven't helped either. Okay, it's bringing in income for the U.S. government, but it's hurting the consumer. So that hasn't helped there. And Richard Woolley says, agreed, Mike D.
Wonderlust Asia, morning all. Crypto-wise, Mudang had a nice 50% rise over the weekend. Is that a shit coin?
Thai-related coin.
Oh, okay. She paid for a trip for me last year. So we went to the zoo to give thanks. Oh, that's that hippo, the baby hippo, Mudang. And then obviously somebody issued a coin on it. So yeah, you could issue a coin. Maybe we should look at that, you know. Christ. Who's next? Rich Price.
It became our newest channel member.
Yeah.
Well done. And now gets the badge next to his name. Much appreciated, Rich.
Richie Rich. Vegas Chris, I hear and see a lot of hopium around all the crypto channels. And as much as I would love to see it all pan out, it rarely does. I think a lot is already priced in. I know what you're saying, Vegas Chris. 99.9% of those altcoins are shit. So, you know, a lot of hopium in them, but you know, we'll see. I don't know. As far as Tesla, that's not hopium. That's just a buy and hold. They're going up and to the right, whether it's 2 years or 5 years, you'll do a 10x. And same thing with, believe it or not, Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. And consequently, Misty will get pulled. So
exactly.
You know, that's just simply a question of when, not if. Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Hit that like button. Make Darlene a smile, he says.
Yes, please. And good morning to you, Mike.
Biggest Chris, Coop was drinking the Sailor tea when he got rid of the Tesla. I hope it all pans out and he gets to rub it in our face this run.
And I'm going to start with the very first face, the guy on the opposite side of this screen, Mr. Brock Schnitters. You're gonna eat your word.
No, I have my biggest bag is micro. So I'm actually cheering for micro to go up. But unlike you, I didn't go all my eggs in one basket. I've got another basket of Tesla, which I slowly add to. I think my last Tesla buys, probably 6 buys, have been 10 shares each. So slow and steady.
Well, you enjoy your 20%. I'm going to enjoy my 200 to 300%.
Yeah. Well, good. I hope you're true. I hope it's
and then
true.
when I rebuy back in, my Tesla bag will be even bigger than
Wouldn't
yours.
that be nice?
It'll be excellent.
What Chris say there? Hopium.
Yes.
DABA, D-A-B-A. On Kalshi, I put the Powell will cut 25% this month. Yeah.
I'm thinking
betting odds.
I'm thinking quarter. But a lot of people are asking for half. A lot of big people in government are asking for half. Markets are asking for half.
They'll probably, well, Powell's, listen, he's an idiot, too late, but he'll probably do a quarter, you know, just, okay, I did something finally. Then next month we'll see. If things are bad, it'll be a half. If things are just slow and steady, it'll be a quarter. So, but probably start with a quarter.
He could surprise everybody and do a half, though.
Alpha says Bitcoin's on a slight dip. Really? Opportunity is knocking sub 115.
Is it down to below 115 right now? It's right about 115.
Yeah, it was 115 when I checked this morning here. 115.3. That's the live one. So
okay, so it's doing well.
It's hanging in there.
It's hanging in there.
I don't know about a dip. Vegas Chris, if it wasn't Thailand, Malaysia is a wonderful place to spend your time.
I agree, but I think they're making it too pricey and too hard for most people to get into it. You know, how many people out there have a pension over $3,000 a month? True. Not many. Yeah. So as a percentile, I mean, the fact that you have to hire a nanny or a worker or a maid or whatever, why?
And
you're retired.
A lot of the subscribers at, say, Dusset or, you know, that are here from the channel, they're not 60.
No.
I mean, sure, a lot are, but there's a whack of them that are not. There's guys here that are in their 40s, retired military.
I'm 55 and I don't qualify.
They know. Yeah, exactly. You'd have to wait 5 years according to that. So,
well, no. 4 and a bit. I'll be 56 Tuesday next week.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Terry Fallon from Bancroft. Hello, orange shirt guys. Great to see you from Bancroft, Ontario.
And hello, Terry.
Chris McQuilkin. Last 2 Ys to Bangkok bank transfers are no longer coded FTT for foreign transfer. Hope this doesn't affect the 65,000 method for the extension.
And that is part of what we're going to be talking about on Wednesday. We've got a very hot topic that's hot off the press.
Really?
And Wednesday's live stream is going to be one of our biggest yet. So stay tuned for that, Chris. We're still gathering details.
A bonus. Rick Price, hi, sorry, that was Indonesia, not Malaysia or Singapore.
Yeah.
Oh. So all that visa stuff and bank and health was for Indonesia.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go to Indonesia. I don't think it's as structurally advanced as Malaysia, from what I hear. Definitely not as much
Malaysia
as
is
Thailand.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, disregard that then. Mike D, the last rate cut, the housing market spiked up so crazy. Big sellers market where inventory was so low that housing prices went nuts.
Yeah. That happens regularly when there's rate cuts.
Yeah. A lot of people still like their real estate, but I just think the government's, the property taxes are going to keep going up. Your homeowners insurance is going to keep going up. Your homeowner fees likely are going to keep going up, especially if you're in a condo or gated community. So yeah, stay liquid. DABA, Dogecoin to $1 US. When's that going to happen?
Have no idea.
No.
Would be my answer. I'm not into Doge. I don't follow Doge. I have no idea.
If it wasn't for Elon liking Doge, I think it'd be tanked already. But some people love it.
Yeah.
Rick Price, for all I know, it was my favorite country, amnesia. Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. So what is the birthday boy hoping for his birthday? We'll talk about you.
Oh, just a good turnout at the meet and greet would be
That
awesome.
would be nice. Yeah.
That's it. We always have a good turnout, so it's fantastic. We always have an excellent group of people that turn up. Always a lot of nice new faces.
I'm going to get you a nice cake.
You're going to buy me a cake?
Yeah. With
you're going to put a Bitcoin in it?
Little cupcake with one candle. See if you can blow it out. It'll be one of those ever-burning candles. Black Sails. Two experienced adults in the wrong. Rate cut's going to be exit liquidity for crypto.
Really?
I don't think
that
so.
didn't happen last year.
Yeah, no, Black Sails.
3 rate cuts last year, and crypto exploded 30, 40, and 40% last year, and took it over 100,000 before Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
so what rate cuts do? When you have millions and millions of people with billions, trillions of dollars sitting in money market or government bonds, when the interest rates get cut, there's a percentage say, well, listen, the return's not where I want it to be. I'm not going to make it in this vehicle, whether it's money market, GIC, whatever. So they'll switch that to a better performing, at least in their mind, vehicle, which is the stock market. It's called a risk on trade. And part of that risk on trade is Bitcoin, your cryptos. So every rate cut will put money into the markets, including, shit coins, altcoins, Bitcoin, stocks, housing. People say, fine, I'm not making any money on that side. Let's go this way. So, yep. Now it's the opposite when they start raising rates. Then people say, hey, I can get a safer return in the bank, so they take it out of the markets. And that's why, the opposite does happen as well.
So watch this space, Black Sails.
Stu Lovell, the reason for all the bank problems, scan, etc., is because the world's banking system plumbing to the new system is ready. It's all blockchain. Ignore Ripple at your own risk. Just saying. So there's another XRP fan.
Yeah, I got nothing against XRP. It's just not something I'm interested in. Me, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, and I like Solana. I think Solana is very undervalued, and it's time for Solana season to begin. The amount of transactions that can be done on chain outpace any of the altcoins, and all of them put together outpace them with the number of transactions per second that it can do. So it's the fastest chain, and normally the fastest chain wins.
Yeah, and they're the biggest and fastest. And, there's still a segment of the population that are really big on XRP, the XRP army or whatever. But Time will tell. It's not up to me or you. It'll be the markets that decide. So.
But at the end of the day, Stu and everybody watching, we want everybody to make a lot of money this bull run. So it doesn't matter which one you're in, where our fingers are crossed for all of us.
Wanderlust Asia, XRP is a stable coin. Rick Price, Tommy Lee's Bitminer, Ethereum Treasury like Sailors, MSTR, Ethereum Treasury, was up 15% Friday. Yeah, Tommy Lee is pushing big time on Ethereum.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, guys, Tommy Lee's making a ton off this. Okay, he's kind of shilling his own bag, let's call it. So there's a reason. I mean, before this Ethereum thing that he got into, Tommy, yeah, I'd follow. Oh yeah, big time. But now when he's talking up Ethereum, it's going to be bigger than Bitcoin. Yeah, no, Tommy, you know what I mean? Like he's just selling his own, tooting his own horn, let's say. So.
But then I did watch an interview with him about 6 months ago, and he was asked why didn't he get into the MicroStrategy play. He said it's too late. He said, I can never get as big as Sailor. He said, there's just not the amount out there to buy to ever get as big as Sailor.
Yeah.
He started in the early days and he accumulated his bag super fast. He said, if you wanted to go out and buy 750,000 Bitcoin right now, you couldn't do it.
No,
you couldn't.
You'd have to buy one of the companies like MicroStrategy.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. So that's why he went into Ethereum, because he figured, well, I can't do it in Bitcoin. I might as well choose Ethereum. And unfortunately, I think he's chosen the wrong horse. He should have chose Solana.
Well, he's smart enough to know when to get in, and he's got in, and he's smart enough to know when to get out.
Yeah,
he will. So he'll make his money. Rick Price, BMNR. That's one of the weekly or monthly payers, I think.
Yeah.
John L. Brooke, I own TSLW weekly. Okay, so it's a weekly. It rose more than Tesla this week. The payouts are sweet. Okay. It's good.
Get those dividends. Yeah. It don't matter which one you're in, as long as you're happy with the return. Well done, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're all after.
We've always said, look, you need two things, in my opinion, in retirement. You need a monthly check to count on. Could be your pension, could be your government giving you the money. Hopefully it's you earning it. And then these weeklies really are great for a lot of the subscribers because it supplements their monthly income.
Correct.
And then secondly, you need your growth stocks. So these weekly payers monthly, they're not growth. Tesla would be, Strategy would be, NVIDIA would be, long-term growth. But in the meantime, you got to live. And that's why we like these weekly and monthly payers. So it can rise on occasion, but that won't be a trend you'll see long-term, John. Because again, the reason is the upsides on all these weekly or monthly payers are capped. They're capped at whatever the top premium they sold the options at. And if things run past that, sorry, you don't participate in the gains, where when you own the shares, you do.
Exactly.
Okay. Mr. Nutt with his Texas humor. Good morning, CBD and fellow tubers. Why do I feel like a kid getting an allowance with these ETFs? I enjoy filling up my piggy bank.
Yeah, I do. And with my weekly and monthly payers, I use the dividends and drip back into my growth stocks, i.e. MicroStrategy, Tesla, NVIDIA. Those are the three that I'm seriously bullish about over the next 5 to 10 years.
You've done what we kind of recommended from the start, which is double what you think you need on what your expected payouts are. So the reason is, as you said, and we both did this, we have extra money, typically weekly and monthly, to reinvest. Okay. But even more importantly and more conservatively, let's say, should the payouts drop, which they've dropped, especially with Misty, not so much Ulti maybe, you've got enough to live on. And that's why having double what you think you estimate to need as a return is the way to go. So it's like
Yeah.
Block sales, it's going to crash on Wednesday. Imagine the leverage. If you think market makers let that go, you're wrong.
Well, the markets will go down because people will get out to reinvest in other places. So the markets will go down. That's a given when the Fed cuts rates. But where does the money go? The money normally goes into gold and crypto.
Well, it'll go into risk on assets.
Yes.
Call it. And the stock market is a big one. But then, so there's a segment of the population, hey, they're going to go crypto. They're going to go Bitcoin. They're going to go Ethereum. They're going to go Solana.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. I mean, I've seen rate cuts and the markets go down. But that's typically when the economy, oh shit, they cut more than expected. This economy must be bad. I'm getting the hell out because there's a crash coming.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case here. Economy's still coming along.
So come on the show on next Monday, Black Sales, and let's see who's right. Does crypto go up between Wednesday of next week and Monday on our next live stream?
Blister Drums, I'm slowly working my way out of Yield Max and going with Roundhill.
Okay.
Interesting. Not all their ETFs use the covered call strategy. Okay. Upside isn't capped. Okay. Look at that. And the NAV is more stable. Yes, lower returns, but stable dividends, but no NAV loss. So there's all sorts of different vehicles, let's say, because competition is good and they've all come out with their Granite Shares is another one. This what do you call it? Roundhill. Okay.
Roundhill, yeah.
Yep. Yield Max. So there's even Canadian funds now that are out there with these weekly or monthlies. So, yep. Let's do your research, guys. Look into it and whatever you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose the right one for you.
Personally, I have found, Coop, the less trading I do as far as, say, flipping, the better off in the long term. So I'm more of a buy and hold guy. Like I don't sell my Tesla, haven't sold any of my micro. I slowly add to it, but with these monthly payers, weekly. Wanderlust Asia, Too Late Powell.
Yeah, he is.
Jerome Too Late Powell is his name.
Yeah, your brother-in-law.
Stop stealing my lines. Robert Pierpont, IBIT is at 65.12. IBIT is the BlackRock Bitcoin Pure Play ETF.
Yeah.
The December 31st, 75 calls have a 0.3639 delta. Now, what that means, there's a 36% chance it'll get called away in December, but at $75.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good return, which equals the market basically saying goes up 10 or 15% to 75 by the end of December. Yep. Okay. Take a look at options, guys, for you that don't use them. They're a great way to enhance your returns. And a lot of people, it's a no lose. I keep the premium at the $75 call in this case in December, or I get 75 for my shares.
Yeah.
So if you're paying 65.12, which is today's price, maybe you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Block sales, they have to announce it, but in 1 year, not on the day.
They have to announce that they bought in 1 year, not on the day.
Okay, so they have a year to announce
for
it.
the U.S.
Maybe
government
that's what
buying Bitcoin.
Well, he says apparently they have a year to announce it.
I'm going to research that. I'm not. You may be right, Black Sales. You probably are.
Look,
I
think
research.
What I read is if they are using taxpayer money, they have to get that approved before.
Right.
Okay.
Now their promise was they're not going to use taxpayer money.
Correct.
Right.
So I don't think they have to go to Congress to get approval, which would, that would blow the lid off it. But these tariffs, they're not. Yeah, the tariffs could be being used to buy the Bitcoin, is my guess.
That revaluate the gold, use the extra money that was when you revaluate the gold. Also, they could do bonds, Bitcoin-backed bonds.
I mean, I could see
to boost the treasury
government announcing, oh, by the way, we're we're promoting a Bitcoin strategic Bitcoin reserve for the country,
Mhm.
and we currently have well, they have 200,000 now, but they've maybe added another 100 or 200 to it, and we currently have 400,000 coins in our bag.
Mm.
Well, then that would drive things quick.
And the big news that came out last week in regards to Bitcoin was that Russia went on national TV and they said that America is pumping Bitcoin because they plan on paying off their $35 trillion debt. They called it 35 trillion. They're actually out to 2 trillion. It's 37. But they said that they're pumping it, and they're predicting a crypto war. Remember before there was an arms race war to see who can get more nuclear weapons than anybody else. Well, now they're calling it a crypto war. And that's what they're seeing, the writing on the wall. And they're saying that's why Trump is pushing his private company to buy as much Bitcoin as they can with the sons. And that he thinks they think the American government is going to be acquiring as much Bitcoin as they can to get the price to go through the roof so they can clear off their $35 trillion debt.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Mm-hmm. Wanderlust Asia at Rick Price, BMNR is primed to pump again. So is Tesla.
Mm.
Okay. BMNR, maybe that's that Ethereum ETF. Robert Pierpont, those December 31st IBIT calls will make you a boatload of money if Bitcoin goes even to 175 by the end of the year.
Mm.
You could double or triple or quadruple your money depending on just how high Bitcoin goes. Well, 65 to 75, you'd be about 15%.
Yeah.
That'd be about it. So where Bitcoin at 175, that's up about, 50%. So
Correct. Yeah.
Frank T, what's a reasonable price prediction for MicroStrategy and Bitcoin at year end?
Reasonable 200,000. Bitcoin at year end, MicroStrategy 1,000.
150 to 200. Yeah, I could see that. Micro 400 to 600. That's my prediction. You obviously are
Wow,
more
you're well down. Yeah. I think MicroStrategy would be up over 400 if there's a quarter point rate
Let's
cut
hope so.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, I definitely. It's been under 4 for too long. That's my
It should
view.
be back
Yeah.
above 4. And then when Strategy did their earnings call, their public earnings call, they were saying that Strategy right now should be about $1,000 per share.
Yep.
So let's see if they're right. I'm still thinking that it's going to hit 1,000 by year end. Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, Brooke, the Bank of Canada next rate announcement is also on September 17th.
Okay.
Should be the usual quarter point. We need to invite Mr. Carney, aka the Bankster, to a go-kart race, smash-up derby race. Yeah, we'll nail him good, Romeo.
You'll nail him to the wall.
He'll have a target on his cart. Jimmy Brown, Grok says that the government isn't legally obligated to announce when they buy Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Jimmy. That's what I would have done. A Grok.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
Hopefully they are buying.
Mm.
Alfa Romeo, Bitcoin's back up to 115.3.
Yeah.
Yep. Alpha's been steadily adding to his bag over time. So a lot of the guys have. Dennis Starkey, Bissett Besson. He's the Treasury Secretary, I believe.
Correct.
Was quoted saying they're going to buy Bitcoin, but has to be financially neutral. Correct. Not using taxpayer money. No cost for the Treasury. Rumor is they want to reprise the U.S. gold reserve closer to current gold prices.
And I think that's the easiest way of doing it.
That'll help. Yep.
I think that if they use the tariff money, it would have upset the voters. It'll upset the American people. So I can't see them doing that. The only two avenues they really have is do the Bitcoin-backed bonds or reevaluate the gold and use the profits from reevaluating the gold.
True.
To buy Bitcoin.
And the gold is at, I don't know what price it's at. It's not much. Like maybe is it 10% of what the current value is?
Yeah, it's way
maybe
down.
less even. So as long as they have the gold there, they didn't do the audit, which they said they were gonna. As long as the gold's there and they did revalue it, even to market value, it would open up a lot of funding, let's say, to purchase. Now, what would they do with the money? If they just keep printing stupid bonds with nothing backing them, that's not a win.
No.
If they bought Bitcoin, yeah, that could be. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Andrew Score became a YouTube member.
And thank you, Andrew, for joining the badge team and getting that badge next to your
He's
name
new.
right there for only $2 a month. Much appreciated. Helping support the channel.
Dennis Starkey, that gives them more than enough 2 LP quarter
Leverage
points.
play.
Yeah, even though he doesn't want to.
Mm.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really want to, does he?
I don't think he wants to, but
Jerome,
I think he has
too
to.
late to the party, Powell.
The job numbers came in. The economy is not doing anywhere where they say it was. It came in a lot worse. We've had 4 negative reports in the last month. So he's got no choice now to cut it. His hands are sort of tied. And it's not just him that makes the decision. There's seven people, is it, that are on the panel that all have a vote. And 2 people voted for rate cuts last time. So out of the 7, and apparently there's a lot more that are saying we need to do it now.
Dundalonic, Mr. XRP, my Misty is at 5,000 shares. Well
Good
done,
mouth.
Donnie. Time for a vacation. XRP and gold. That's his big 3, I guess.
Yeah.
5,000 and up gives you a meager monthly pension and security.
Yeah.
More than meager, I would say, Donnie. You know,
and $1
a share, that's 5,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's double what you probably need to live here.
Oh, easy.
You know, and so yeah, no, Donnie's done well.
Very well.
And he's diversified. So that's the key. He obviously likes XRP. Maybe I don't, but
I like his Misty bag.
yeah, he's diversified. We're
He's doing the same
diversified.
as me,
So,
yeah.
you know. Rick Price, in July 2025, there was a significant increase in home purchase cancellations in the US. Around 58,000 home purchase agreements were canceled. Correctamundo. Yeah. That equates to about 15% of the homes that went under contract that month. That is the highest rate recorded for July since 2017. So,
wow.
Yeah, those get canceled if there's, you know, fear. You know, fear that they can make the payments, maybe a job loss, somebody got, you know.
The rate's not getting cut. The
No, the rates aren't getting cut like they hoped it would be. See,
Yeah.
one of the problems, this 30-year rate is based, I think, quite a bit on the 30-year government bond rate. Well, that's theoretically not going to go down, even when rates get cut.
Yeah.
Rates get cut are the short-term rates. So the money market, 30-day GIC, 60, whatever. Yeah, those will follow. But the long-term rates, that's more the world market says, hey, this is what we want to buy your bonds for 30 years. So that might not get cut, which, you know, means maybe these mortgage rates aren't going to get cut like they hope. So, yeah, I can see those houses getting canceled. Rick Price, so high rates cause real estate loss of demand.
Yeah, because they need the interest rates to go down.
Sure.
You know, the people to get into the market for the first time to buy homes. You know, they can't do it when the interest rates are too high.
No, like there was people getting under 3% 30-year money back in the day.
Yeah.
Like 2.7, 2, like, hello, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Well, now when it's 6 and 7, that's more than double.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's all interest you pay. Yep. Roger Carpenter, morning CBD, 56 likes, 113 watching.
Oh,
okay,
we're down. Pound it.
Let's get that like button.
Get it up to 100, please.
Jack Bree, Route 66 on this morning for you guys.
I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
Myself and my wife, Darlene, will be there. What about you, Mr. Brock Schnitters?
I'm trying to fast today, or, you know, we'll see. I'm going to the gym after this, so no, I won't be there.
I got 2 words for you. Bah humbug.
Bah humbug.
Whatever, Scrooge.
Oh, no. The Tito George's Travel, RLUSD, is the Ripple stablecoin, not XRP.
Okay.
little technicality. Stacks Bitcoin in a crypto. I'm a crypto maximalist. I
Ditto.
buy high caps, mid caps, low caps. We're all going to win. Okay, he's buying everybody. Yeah.
Let's make some money.
Richard Woolley, I have two things in my life, my Misty and my Alti. Oh, good on you, Richard. Yeah.
I got Misty, I got Ulti, and I got
He
Micro.
gets a weekly and a monthly check. The same as us, basically. Although most of my bag's into Alti now. And I do like the weekly. I check it every Saturday morning. Oh, yeah, the money's in the account. So more money to play with, I guess. Stacks Bitcoin. Ethereum's going to 15,000 a coin.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wow.
What's it currently? 4,600 thereabouts? What's
yeah.
the boob tube say there,
I
bro?
don't know. It's trading there.
Mr. Brock Snitters.
Okay, let's see.
I think
what-
it's last I saw was 4,600. It's still a
It's
little
been
bit
hovering,
below its
yeah.
all-time high.
As soon as it comes up, we'll see. But
Yeah.
it's been treading water, although it's been in an uptrend the last couple months. Ever since Tommy Lee started that big ETF fund or whatever.
But there was a lot of sellout on ETH last week.
Yeah, yeah, it's well here 46.27.
46.27.
That's pretty good. You know, it's I think XRP's 305. It's
Still
over
keeping above the 300. And
Yes.
Solana,
242.
Yay! I'm happy. Go Solana.
I'll just mention something about Solana here, guys. Here's the tips for the day. You can buy the Solana ETF if you want to participate in Solana and you're not sure how to do it. SOLZ is the ETF on the
Stock
US exchanges. So that's one. Invest Answers, James, who we both follow, he mentioned this a while ago. UPEXI, UPEXI, is a treasury, a Solana treasury company. So they actually are, switched they're like Strategy. They got a small business, but mainly they're a treasury now. And they're trading at less than the value of the Solana. James, I mentioned, he first caught that.
Yeah.
That shit, that's something to follow. And I got a little bit of that. And the last one is DFDV, Defiance something or other. It's also similar to UPEXI, a Solana treasury company.
Okay.
The reason I mention them, they're trading at a discount to their Solana bags.
To the premium.
Yeah. Like, so you're kind of, you're paying 97 cents to get $1 worth of Solana.
Right.
So that's something to look at too, guys. But anyways, do your research like anything else. It's not financial advice. It's just what we've looked at and heard. So
yeah.
10th of January, 24 Bitcoin ETF approved. Bitcoin price dropped 46K to 37K in days. Trump inauguration, 20 January 25. Bitcoin price dropped from 103 to 96. Same thing's going to happen on Wednesday.
He doesn't like it.
He's a bear.
He's a bear. It's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants the price to go down so he can buy more.
Well, at 96, that would be a hell of a steal. I don't think we're going to see 100 again, under 100, But, I mean, yeah.
Well, let's see how high it goes this bull run. Yeah.
We'll know more on Wednesday, won't we?
Yeah. But the reason that it went down in January of last year, because there was a fake announcement came out from somebody on Gary Gensler's team to say that the ETFs had been approved for Bitcoin. IBIT, Fidelity, ARC, all those, Grayscale had all been approved. And Gary Gensler then came out later in the day and said, no, it's not been approved. So it ran up and then all of a sudden, oh, it ain't been approved, sell. And that's why it went down.
Blaster Drums, TSLW, as many round-held funds, does not have a capped upside. Interesting.
I've heard that. I have heard that. But their dividends are not quite as high as the Yield Max ones.
Well, I'd have to look into that, because if they sell calls against their stock, that caps your upside. You can roll it up and out. You can do but really, you're capped at the strike price you sell of that. So I'd have to check into that. So maybe they're not selling any calls. I don't know. Rick Price, Tommy Lee has been constantly saying the S&P 500 will keep going up for September anyways.
Yeah, that's his prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
he's a
see that
real
interview
bull.
on Squawk Box. Yeah.
Yep. Which is good. Good for us. Wolf 5047. Now that's a newbie. I am hoping Misty goes up with Bitcoin, and a cut should be good for Alti as well. It should.
It should do.
Should be good for the whole markets, guys. So
I'm hoping so. Well, let's see what happens on for us on Thursday. Now, the Fed rate cut, does that happen after market close or pre-market or during the
day.
market?
No, I think it's, and he immediately, I think it's announced like at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Markets are open, and then at 2:30 he has his meet and greet
where he meets the press.
Yeah, meet the press, and he gives his spiel as to why, and then he does take questions. I will give him credit for that. He doesn't dodge any question. He'll take them all. So, but they've learned how to do a lot of discussion without saying anything.
Yeah,
they know the
he likes to waffle, doesn't he?
Richard Woolley agreed. Wolf, okay,
agreed. Let's hope that everything pans out this week.
Rick Price, Tommy Lee says, hit that like button for Darlene's wonderful smile.
Yes,
Tommy
please. If you're watching on the live stream, it's free. Give a thumbs up for my wife. She made all this happen with Mr. B, the wonderful Mr. B. You'll see him next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. You'll see him.
Good to know. Wolf says, not sure what we'll do to XBitty and Coivi. I think that's Coinbase. Yeah. Both have some exposure to crypto. Yeah, XBTY, that's the leverage play on Bitcoin. So I got a bit of that.
Yeah.
Jeff Trio, hi guys. I was wondering if Misty's have a good week. Do you see a $1 payment from Misty?
Too early right now. If the 30-day IV has been dropping, it did hit above 60%, and that was excellent for Misty. But what's hurting them right now is their synthetics. Their synthetics got blown away, and they lost hundreds of millions. Now they've reinvested and into lower synthetics, i.e., closer to the value of MicroStrategy's price now, around about the 330 mark. But they went all the way out till November.
Okay.
But they can sell them early. So if MicroStrategy does a big run, say the rate cuts come in and MicroStrategy pumps above 400, which could very plausibly happen, then it would be great for their synthetic income. That would boost that back up. But right now, if we went by the IV alone, the 30-day IV, we're probably looking at about 70 cents a share as of right now. Let's see what happens this week going forward. This is their last earning week. So on Friday, whatever they've made at close of business on Friday is what they'll declare Tuesday of next week and pay out. So
I don't think they'll
Wednesday
pay
of next week.
$1.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think they'll pay over $1.
I can't see them paying below $1.
No, I think it would be psychologically not a good thing.
Yes.
I mean, even if they only made 70 cents, they'll pull some out of the bank they probably set up.
For October.
Take it out of October, November's payment, take it out of their year-end distribution, pay it early, just keep it above $1.
That's what I think is going to continue to happen. Yeah.
But okay, reality was if it was 70 cents and you get 13 payments a year, you're like over $9 on a $15 stock.
Yeah.
So you're like 60% return on your money. Who wouldn't like that? You see what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Snowbird, my question is, what do you think of doing an ETF rather than owning Bitcoin itself?
I like the ETFs. And the reason I like that rather than owning the Bitcoin myself is because anything can happen. People get their wallets hacked. They put malicious code out there. It's a risk that you choose whether you want to take it or not. You think North Korea stole all that money earlier this year, in crypto. And they tried to stop them and they couldn't stop them. And they ended up moving it to another wallet and sold it and made billions of dollars. So these hacks do happen, and it's a scary thing. Whereas the ETFs, you're sort of protected. They against that sort of very thing of getting hacked. So that's where I feel more comfortable. And then, as Jamie says from Invest Answers, he sold his Bitcoin and moved it into the ETFs, because what happens if he has a car accident tomorrow and he forgets what his seed phrase is? There's one guy in England and the United Kingdom that accidentally threw his hard drive away, his old computer away, that had all his Bitcoin that he'd mined that would be worth several $billion today. He's tried to buy the dump where his computer went, and they won't sell it.
No.
He's offered them $1 million to let him go in searching for it. They won't let him search. He's offered to buy it. So he can get a team in there searching for it. He offered to share half of the value, that's on the hard drive, which is billions, with the company that owns the dump. And they said no.
I'm like Coop Snowbird. I'm not a real techie with cold wallets, and again, as he says, there's risks of self-custody in a cold wallet. Like something happens to you, you get popped off in a car accident or something, and it's never you, it's the guy you didn't see coming. Then what would happen? So there's a lot of people, when the ETF was actually approved, that took their cold wallets, flip that into the ETFs, because then, hey,
extra security.
Your state's got it. So I would say part of it is like your age. And I mean, if you're very young and you're up on these cold
Tech
wallets
savvy.
and tech savvy,
Yeah.
exactly. And you have family that's going to be around. Let them have the phrases. You trust them, maybe. Okay, but for me, I prefer the ETFs. Now, I also prefer putting that into my tax-free one, so that any gains would be tax-free down the road, which we know is going to happen. So that's why, because most people, if they self-custody, they're probably thinking about how I can take that with me anywhere in the planet, and, the government doesn't get it. So that's that's maybe the reason they're doing that. So everyone's different. Vegas says, Vegas 76, longtime subscriber. If you like Solana, you might want to look at the 2x Solana ETF, SOLT.
And I am looking at that.
Oh,
I am actually looking at it. So it'll move 2x with Solana. And I was thinking of doing just that on this next dividend payment, putting, a couple $1,000s into it, because I think Solana is going to run this bull run. I think it's going to outpace most of the altcoins out there, is my prediction.
Well, that's
so I'm seriously looking at throwing a couple $1,000s into it and seeing.
Yeah,
because I already bought $5,000 earlier this year in the Solana coin on BitCub, one recognized
you were saying
exchange here in Thailand, and I've made 50% of my money already back on it. So I'm doing well. And I still say Solana's got a good run ahead of it. I can see Solana going to $1,000 by year end, easy.
Wow,
I can see it doing a 4x
quadruple. 4x.
I'm very excited about Solana right now.
Do your research on these guys. These leverage ones, like a 2x, 3x, you can see some of them. From what I understand of them, and I'm not an expert, they do rebalance, I think, daily. And you can lose a bit of the whatever, your NAV can erode slightly every day. So just check into that and see if that's true. You got your fees to worry about, versus I'm saying owning Solana outright. Those typically, the 2x, you might be paying, 1.25% fee, where typically the ETFs are going to be like 0.2, way under what a leverage one would pay. So anyways, do your research. Mike D, it would be great if America can pay the debt down, but Coop, they'll just bring it back up. They'll keep spending. These people in office are so irresponsible. Yeah,
I agree, Mike, but I think Bitcoin is the only way they can do it. I'm agreeing with Saylor on this. I'm agreeing with the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, and I'm also agreeing with Tom Lee and Tesla. Elon. They're saying that Bitcoin, if this happened, if the strategic Bitcoin reserve happened, a lot of governments around the world will have to follow. The German chancellor, the prime minister, president of Germany, whatever you want to call the gentleman, said that sold all their Bitcoin last year. Big mistake. He sold it for $50,000. Look at it now. They said that if America buys, we have to buy back too. And that's what they're waiting for. A lot of these countries around the world are waiting to see, what's the US government going to do? Are they going to buy it? And if they do, there's going to be a Bitcoin arms race. The Russians would be correct in that assessment. There would be a Bitcoin arms race, and Bitcoin will literally skyrocket. What's those twins called that got into crypto?
Winklevoss.
Who? The Winklevoss?
Yeah, Winklevoss.
Is that how you pronounce their name?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're predicting, and they said on TV just last week, they're predicting this bull run. They say there's a very good chance Bitcoin's going to $1 million. I don't see it.
Ooh,
I don't see it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Personally, I think that's way too far out. I think we're a couple of years away from that. But if it got to $500,000, my God, because the U.S. government bought in. Is Eric Trump know something that we don't know? Is that why he's going on X saying buy Bitcoin now? It's going to pump big time. Who knows?
Mike,
this could be some very exciting times.
Yeah,
and America would be able to pay their debt off.
No, they'll never pay the debt off, ever. They'll just keep rolling it and rolling it. So how do they get out of trouble? They get out of trouble by
I said they could. I didn't say they would.
No.
There's two different things.
There'd be no benefit to them at doing that.
It all depends who's president at the time.
Well, it depends on how the economy's doing. They need to get the economy humming. Because when you increase the gross domestic product, you'll have more, you're able to spend more money as a percentage of your GDP. And so the debt, I don't think it'll ever go down. It'll just keep growing continually. I think it was Clinton had the last balanced budget, so, and it's rare. So they won't balance the budgets. They'll just keep deficits. And that's not a bad thing if you've got a growing economy. But if it stagnates or then you're in big trouble. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And who's the savior going to be? Well, that's why I think when they can robots, they can increase the GDP dramatically. These companies will make a ton of money, which is good for the economy. Sure, people are out of jobs, so that's not going to be a benefit. But the governments will figure out they'll tax the robots probably.
And there'll have to be a national living wage as well.
Yeah, something like that. Mark Hanna says USA will use all federal asset forfeitures sold at auction to buy Bitcoin. Now, I didn't know this. They just seized $15 billion in cash from the Mexican cartel, El Mayo. That's about 15,000 coins worth right there.
Yeah, they could use that seized income.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. It's not going to cost the taxpayer any money.
Yep.
There's several avenues, Mark. I agree.
Yeah.
But they haven't started it yet. And that's what I think everybody's waiting for.
They haven't announced it. They might have started. That's my guess.
If they would, I think the price would be a lot higher than it is now.
Well, people are buying. There's sovereign wealth funds buying every week.
Yeah, but you can track the wallets, Brooke. You can go on the exchanges and you can track the wallets. You can see, which wallet is buying how much and when, how much is left on the OTC desks. You can get all this information. It's
you don't know who owns it.
You don't know who owns it, but you're not seeing anything close to anybody trying to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin right now.
Well, there's, as I said earlier, there's a couple of big ones are up to a couple 100,000. That's no small change.
Mr. 100 and Mrs. 200.
Maybe that's the U.S. government. Who knows? Time will tell. Dennis Starkey, gold's at $44 now, methinks. So
Gold at 44. Was
I
that
think
what
that's the
its
valuation. Yeah, maybe he's right
And
on
it's
that.
now currently sitting at $3,500.
35 or 6, yeah.
Yeah.
And expected to go higher. So
Exactly.
you might I think Mal's a gold bug. So
He is a very big
he'll
gold
be
bug.
happy.
Yeah.
Lakester Drums, if the government used tariff money to buy Bitcoin, they better hope it goes steadily up because they may have to pay it all back. Court already ruled it illegal. Supreme Court will hear case in November.
I did hear that. One of the judges said, yeah, it's actually illegal what they're doing. So now it's got to go to the Supreme Court and let them make the decision in November.
I think, and there's other ways the government can apparently, put these back in effect immediately. So I'm not too concerned about that. Anthark Morton, hey everyone. I'm lurking and learning.
And
okay,
hello,
well, good,
Annie.
Art says, have a good live stream, Cooper and Brooke. I'll be monitoring what happens with the Fed on the 17th. That's Wednesday.
This Wednesday coming. Yeah. It's only 2 days away.
Art's a channel member.
Yeah,
Stacks
thank you, Art.
Bitcoin for the Solana Maxis. We're going to $1,000.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Interesting.
$1,000.
Yeah.
For Solana. 4x.
Wolf 5047. Roundhill doesn't sell calls. They use swaps, I believe. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I need to do some more research into Roundhill. Yeah.
Swaps is above my pay grade.
Yeah.
Calls,
I'll ask our new good friend Rod, retire on dividend.
Okay. Wolf 5047, or at least the Roundhill 1.2 leverage funds.
Okay.
Robert Pierpont. Brooke, who is Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. Correctamundo. Yeah,
that's when his French girlfriend got on the back of the bike and said, "Whose bike is this?" Zed.
Yeah.
Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby.
Yeah, Zed. That was the scene at the pawn
end
shop.
of the movie. Yeah,
I think it was the pawn shop scene.
The basement.
They were in.
The pawn shop.
The basement. Yeah. Jacko firing darts. Eddie's breaking hearts. Hi, mates. Some retired investors here are singing your praises.
And
wow.
Thank you.
As a newbie.
Thank you, Jacko, for coming on and joining us.
Alfa Romeo up to an active call on up to 30 to 50% while retaining exposure to MicroStrategy's growth. More on the upside, slightly more conservative. What the hell are we talking about
He's
here?
talking about MicroStrategy, Romeo.
Up to, he's talking about MS. No.
Yeah, the calls right now are 30%, 50% out right now.
Slightly more. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alpha. Blakester Drums, the safe thing to do with your cold wallet is keep it and your info to access it in a safety deposit box. Yeah, that's an option, I suppose.
Put your keys there. Yeah. That's an option. Yeah.
Richard Woolley, we all come into this world with nothing and we all leave with nothing. I'm taking traveler's checks. So make sure you end up in Thailand and spend it all.
But not before you die, Richard.
Yeah.
You want to have some left so it lasts you.
Thailand is a great place to retire. Yeah. Yep. Expired passport, bro. Coop, that's a big call. Solana at 1,000K. Usually USD, really big call.
Well, you look back.
Coop likes his big calls, doesn't he, guys?
You look back at what ETH did this year. ETH was way down, and it was way down below $2,000.
Yep.
Well, it's 2x'd. And ETH is underperforming Solana in every metric that you look across. Solana is that spring that's just waiting to take off, and it's gone from 160 to 240. 242 as we speak in a month. That coil's ready to go.
Yeah, it's once these ETFs, and I'm several of them, are approved. See, what people maybe don't understand is most of the ETH is staked, meaning you can't really get it without unstaking it.
Correct.
So there's a limited supply of available ETH to buy. Well, if these ETFs get floods of money going into them, they got to immediately go buy holy shit, they're competing over, again, a restricted asset, let's say. Up goes price, up and to the right. So,
And here's something else I'm excited about. BlackRock, Larry Fink.
really,
He's
the
asking
Finkster.
the Finkster. He's asking for the stock market to be tokenized. He wants the stock market to be traded 24/7,
Yeah.
like crypto. And what he normally wants, he normally gets.
What Larry wants, Larry gets.
I think he's only been denied once in 20 years from the SEC.
And that got reworked and then got approved.
And then got approved. Yeah. So
really, he's never been denied.
No.
What Larry wants, Larry gets.
Yeah.
Kind of like our wives.
What Darlene wants, Darlene gets. What Jackie wants, Jackie gets. Yeah.
Correctamundo. Wolf says, I will visit Thailand, but will probably spend most of my time in the Philippines, where my wife and I own a house already.
Well, we have a lot of people that are in that very situation, Wolf. They own property in the Philippines. They come over to Thailand. Their wives absolutely love it here because they meet up with the girls.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, they're like, I don't want to go back to the Philippines. Look at Pinky.
Life's too nice here.
Nomad Jack's wife says, I ain't going back to the Philippines.
No.
I love it here. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, and we have a lot of people in that very situation.
I can sum it up in this: things work here.
Yeah.
Compared to the Philippines.
And then when your wife sees, Wolf, that there's only a 3-hour flight, here comes my wife back in. Speak of the devil.
Devil, you.
And when she sees what Thailand's like and she meets up with the girls here in the group, she may be one of those that say, honey, let's stay here.
Yeah. Definitely easier when you have support group.
Correct.
Which we do.
Yeah.
Biggest Chris, I agree, expired passport. I see a lot of big numbers by a whole lot of people about a lot of stocks and crypto by year end. But hey, I hope they're all right, because I would sure love to be wrong. Well, yeah, we'll see.
I'd love to be wrong that Bitcoin's not going to hit $1 million this year. I would love to be wrong.
So let's look at the data. Let's look at facts.
Yeah.
Facts are the government's not going to stop printing money. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty safe fact. Interest rates are going down. Pretty safe fact. Bitcoin is limited supply. Obviously, safe fact. So all in all, you've got demand, you've got money printing going on and on. It's got to go somewhere. You know, interest rates drop, money comes out of these money market funds, got to go somewhere. So the risk on trade is going to start, and you're going to see these things go up. Question is how much. So
yeah,
we'll see. Interesting times. Captain Action, hit that like button, make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. Let's get it up to 100 thumbs up, please.
Robert Pierpont, are the two Winklevosses a Winkle-V?
Wink-Levy? I don't know.
Believe it or not, they originally started Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Zuckerberg was able to kind of grab it. And
they were in on the Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
They sued Zuckerberg because it was their original idea. And Zuckerberg actually paid them billions to get out of it. Drop everything, right? Then they took that money and got into
Bitcoin.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, now they're even richer than, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not Zuckerberg, but damn close, maybe. Ralph says, all this investment in crypto make me hungry for mango ice cream and a drizzle of grappa. He likes his mango ice cream and sticky rice. Buck sales, they didn't seize 15 billion. They're just asking El Mayo to pay.
Okay.
Okay, well, he's going after the cartels. I know that.
Yeah.
Usually go, you know, where's the money? Show me the money. All right, Mark Hanna says, Coop, waiting for Trump to deliver. Every action he takes is challenged in court and has to go through the appeals process. Congress will waste September trying to raise the debt ceiling. Abolish now. Yeah, the debt ceiling, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Testing 1, 2,
Testing
3.
1, 2, 3. I think we're back on. Okay. So we're back. Do you want to reread that last question there, Brooke?
No.
Okay, I will. Mark Hanna says, Coop, waiting for Trump to deliver. Every action he takes is challenged in court and has to go through the appeals process. Congress will waste September trying to raise the debt ceiling. Abolish now. Yeah, they do like to fight. Let me move my camera around. Why am I sitting on that side? Remove Brooke. Put him back in. There we go. Congress does like to fight the Republicans. The Democrats do every time the Democrats are in, the Republicans do the same. It's just politics.
Alpha Romeo, Coop, 4.99 pounds and loving it. Okay, I really need to start training for the up and coming Carney Smash Up Derby Go-Kart Demolition event.
Nope, gain
he's
some
up
more
5
weight.
pounds. Vegas Chris, I see the time is running out, so I'll give you my thanks to you, Coop and Brooke, as well as the gang for all your alpha and input. Let's all hope it's a great week ahead for everyone. Correctamundo.
Up and to the right. That's what we need.
Yeah. Rick Price, Retire on Dividends live stream on Streamed Live on September 13th mentions Cooper and Brooke at 8:37 into the live stream.
8 minutes 37. Boy, yeah, he asked for us to come and join him on a live stream.
Subscribers that are watching it to the minute.
Yeah.
To the second. Very well done,
I
Rich.
sent him a message, said, sure, no problem. Yeah. Brooke and I will do that.
And I did hear that. Yeah, I was there. Jimmy Brown, the government would create thousands of different wallets and send Bitcoins to them. Would be hard to figure out which wallets are the government's. Yeah, that could possibility. Yep.
Well, when they researched the 200,000 Bitcoin that the government had seized,
already owned
under Biden, they had seized it, and then I think it was the sheriff's department or something like that said, oh, we don't have 200,000 Bitcoin. People were able to go and track, and it said USIC, where all the crypto was, and it's in different government agencies. And so I think this bill at the end of the month will allow them to put it into one agency, amalgamate them into one agency, and then move forward from there. But they do show that it's owned by the United States government on the wallets, and you can clearly see that on the exchange. So if Trump was buying right now, the U.S. government was buying right now, you would still be able to see it.
They're not going to put it in one of those wallets.
What are they going to put it as? Brooks Knitters?
No, a different wallet. Just open up a new one. See, when they know it's tracked and something would be added to that, that's going to hit the news. Oh, the government's accumulating. Up goes the price. They don't want that to happen. They want to be buying at a low price like anybody would.
I agree with you in principle, but here's where I disagree with you, Brooke. And I love having a debate. Here's where I disagree with you. Trump, love him or hate him, has always said, promises made, promises kept. All right? And he comes out with the proof that promises made were kept, and this is how. Right. Well, the promise was a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Where's the promise kept? Show me the money. That's what I want to see.
He's not even been a year into the term.
Yeah, but he promised to have this all done and dusted by the end of June.
Well,
we're coming to the middle of September.
We're talking big bucks here. So, Rick Price, Cooper interview. Yeah, if he's on here, let's ask him. If we can get up at 6, well, if he's on here, he gets up. So yeah, I'd like to have both of them on, him and his the other guy, Brooke.
Yeah, that's what he said verbatim. He copied it. That was what he said live on air.
And the other guy.
Yeah, him and the other guy. Brooke.
Brock Snitters. Okay, next. Black Sales. Japanese Nikkei is 24/7.
That's
true.
Did
not know that.
I would love for the U.S. Stock Exchange to do the same.
Yeah.
That way, when Bitcoin pumps at the weekend, Stock Exchange will make it pump even more.
Like a strategy. Yeah. Rick Price. The ending video that Mr. B made is so very cool. Can the intro also have the video footage of Thailand? It is so good. Of course, the music too. So, a question for you.
Well, you can ask that very question to Mr. B a week on Saturday. He will be here on the live stream with Brooke while we're sailing away across the Med.
hit that like button. We got to sign off soon, guys.
Yeah, we are over time, folks.
Vegas Chris, 73 likes and 105 watching. Pound it, people. Help out the channel. Make Darlene
if you
smile.
haven't done it yet, do it now, please, folks.
The rest are just worried about the sound. The world will be tokenized. We are so early.
Correct. I'm hoping that. Yeah.
Root row.
Rut row. Okay, whatever that means. And a lot of people said sound. Yeah, we'll get back.
Brooke Price, sometimes if you pound the like button too hard, the sound breaks.
Last 2 comments.
Vegas Chris, Coop did it again. Sure glad I got the Coopersthaiadventure jingle stuck in my head.
And Alfa Romeo says,
thanks again for another informative show. Time for brunch at Route 66.
Except for Bah Humbug. Yeah. He's not going to go. And we will play the outro on the way out.
Roger Walker says, thanks for another great live stream.
And thank you all for coming on and joining us. It's been a fantastic live stream. I love all the feedback. I love your opinions. I love having a good, honest debate. You know, not all of us are into the same stocks. I appreciate that. Not all of us are into the same crypto. I appreciate that too. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all here with the same idea. Hey, Fed's cutting rate.
Retired in Thailand, loving it.
You know, so whichever one you're in, you're bound to be making money the end of this 4th quarter. Oh, so until next time, wherever you are, don't worry. We're going to play the banner, outgoing banner right now for you. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay safe.
Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high. Jungles whisper secrets, rivers carve the land. Cooper's holding Thailand in the palm of my hand. Elephants roam in the sunset's blaze. Every day's a wonder lost in a daze. From spicy street eats to the ocean's embrace. Thailand's a paradise I'll never erase. Cool.